morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson. And welcome to Make It Monday Reboot. This is our redoing of a Make It Monday series that I used to do quite a while ago. And loved doing it, but when I lost the use of my hands, I sort of stopped a bit of it because it was hard to do it. But we have a guest chef today because Gary is still here with us for another couple of days, so he's cooking. So what I'm going to do is the recipe that I put in the description is going to be for the salad that I make, which is, it's really not a recipe, it's a list of ingredients. And you can add anything you want to it, it's just a simple salad, so I'm going to show you what I do with it. Nobody else in my house even wants to eat it. I don't think they're going to be, any of them try it, so I will likely have this salad for myself, but we'll see. I put a little bit enough in there for everybody to have a taste if they want. And basically, I'll tell you what the ingredients are, then I will go to the kitchen, show you, and we'll see what Chef Gary is going to be concocting for us today. I do know that we have leftover potato salad and macaroni salad for last night. I do know that they're on the menu tonight along with my salad. And then we have, I think he's making some kind of Pillsbury flaky roll or something that came in a tube. We're not fancy folk here, you know, I'm telling you, we're just doing good old-fashioned cooking. But then the paste de resistance is that, it's not paste of resistance, it's taste of resistance, isn't it? How do you say that, Bill?
What?
Gary, do you know how do you say that? Paste de resistance or taste de resistance? I don't know. It's good. That's all I can say. It's good. So anyway, he's making a steak for us. We have not had steak for a very long time. We had steak the one night that we were celebrating our move to this house. But even then, I didn't buy big steaks. I bought like a little steak with bacon wrapped around it because I got them on a sale price at Costco. So we had that, but it was very good as well. But Gary bought some lovely steaks. So we're good, and we don't have a barbecue or a gas grill or anything, so he's going to do them on the stove. But he has them looking like they're getting ready to go. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to go into the kitchen, show you the ingredients for my salad. I'm not ready to mix it up by any stretch of imagination. It's only middle of the day, 2 o'clock. So I'm just going to show you my ingredients. I might even not show you ingredients. I'll tell you my ingredients now and I'll show you when I do it. I chopped up lettuce ahead of time. Romaine, it was an older head of romaine, so I just took the center pieces and chopped that up for 2 heads, and then I tied it in a bag and put it in the fridge after I spun it out in the spinner. I opened a can of diced beets, not pickled, not harbored, just the regular beet that's cooked, and I took it, and I bought the can that's diced. So smaller can of that, and we rinsed that all off, and I put that in a dish in the fridge. I took frozen peas and I put them into a little bowl, and I'm letting them thaw on the counter, but once they're thawed, they'll go in. And I boiled 2 eggs, of which when I tried to peel them, I lost a lot of the white. So I have mostly yolk, but a little bit of white in 2 eggs that are hard-boiled that I mashed. I was also going to maybe add a few croutons, but we forgot to buy them, so croutons were an afterthought. So I'm not adding them on. And then the dressing is going to be just a ranch dressing, whatever's your favorite ranch dressing. Okay, or it doesn't have to be ranch. You can make your favorite dressing with whatever kind you have. All right, I'm going to go park myself in the kitchen for a minute and see if Gary's doing anything. Back in a second. Well, we're back. The headless chef.
Right.
Let's go. There he is.
Well, there's not a whole lot to do here.
I don't know how I'm going to do this. I got to
Pretty
drink.
fancy. Just made some Pillsbury biscuits. Pretty straightforward there. I'm not a baker, so that's a shortcut.
These look like awesome steaks.
These are just I don't do steak a lot, so I buy a good one. These are beef tenderloin, and my oven just heated up, so I'm going to put these Pillsburies in there for 15 minutes, 240, 250, 250.
Did you spray it or put a parchment in? Sprayed it.
I put a bit of spray.
Okay.
Okay, those will be roughly 255. Okay. So, yeah, I just.
Not 255. It's 255 in time, not 255 in temperature, right?
Yes.
Right. What's the oven at temperature?
The oven's at 375.
The oven is at 375. So just follow the can.
Optimum Pillsbury Doughboy temperature.
Well, I used to be a dough girl, but now I'm just, the stick that they wrap around it.
Anyways, I don't do anything fancy here. I cook them real fast, so I don't cook them as steaks. Just because due to dietary things here, it's easier for everyone to eat them if I just cook them, slice them nice and thin.
Why didn't you show them this steak knife or this knife, one of the knives?
Well, it's very nice. It's a rainbow.
Yeah, see, it's got all different colors on there.
So yeah, I just cut it sort of crossways, across the grain or against the grain. Keep it nice and tender. Keep it relatively thin. And then you're just gonna, when it comes time to cooking, I really just kind of flash fry them until they're just sort of right. It doesn't take usually much more than about 5 minutes or so.
Gary, when we grew up, Mom never cooked meat that was rare or medium rare. She always cooked well done meat, and yet it was still tender. I think she had a knack for doing that, you know.
But yeah, this is one of the nicer chops of meat, of course. You pay for it, but I'm on vacation, so I'm kind of enjoying myself.
I'm not on vacation and I'm enjoying them.
Things like beans and weenies for me.
When you're cooking just for yourself, it's easy to do that. I often pick things that are very easy for Bill and I, but now we've got Claudine here and she's doing the cooking, so we're just grateful for whatever we have.
Well, I just do it, and then I'll just let these sit and marinate for the, till it's time to cook with a bit of the sausage on there, and
Oh, we'll see what sausage go on there, and then we'll be set to go. I was trying to think if there was any funny story. Oh, I thought it was funny. You didn't think it was so funny. But let's talk while you're doing this here, just a little bit about us going skiing.
oh dear.
Oh dear. I was just under 16. You'd been about 12, I guess.
No, I was younger than that.
Younger than 12, okay. So I was actually not even of age to sign for any medical things or anything that happened to us. We lived in Edmonton at the time, and the ski trip came up. It was a different time back then, like parents did things that we wouldn't even think of doing now, but we wanted to go on a ski trip, Gary and I. We'd only been skiing on this little small hill in Edmonton, but the ski trip came up and the bus was going to take us out. We were assured it was very safe. It would take us out, bring us back, and Mom said yes. So off Gary and I went this day on the bus, and it was about a 3-hour drive to get out there. It's 3 hours?
Up by Jasper.
Up by Jasper. Smaller hill, but still big. And we were going down the hill, and Gary was in front of me. We'd gone all the way up. Gary's in front of me, and he said, "See you at the bottom." And I said, "Well, go slow because, But no, Gary, he just took off. He was the daredevil. He just took off. He went down that hill, and while he was on the flat part in the middle, he was fine. But he got into the deep snow at the side, and we had these old skis that were, they weren't like the new fancy ones, like we had a cable that we had to pull up and do. Anyway, his skis stopped, his body continued, and when I got down there, I saw him in a heap on the ground, moaning. Now, when I went over there, I took a look at his leg, and all I could say is, "Gary, look at your leg." And he said, "I don't want to look at my leg." And I said, "Look at your leg." "I don't want to look at my leg." So then the ski patrol comes.
One moment here. Little Worcestershire sauce.
What was this? What's your sister?
A little bit of garlic.
There was a saying for that.
Garlic powder, granules.
Right, garlic granules. We also have garlic plus in there, which is a very nice one, and we have garlic and roasted red peppers spice. It's nice too. Spice it however you like. This is the good stuff.
Bip Tech spice. This one particular one is Montana's. Little restaurant up here in Canada. I'm not sure if it's everywhere, but
Maybe you
they
can
come
hold that
here.
up.
It's a sort of a steak and ribs place. It's their particular
We'll hold it up for them to make it label.
seasoning.
Or let me bring it so I can show it to them. They can see what it is. Then see, it's Montana's. Oh, I'm saying I'll hold it there. Montana's steak sauce or steak spice. Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
There
You're
you
gonna just do it now. You're gonna just let that stay until you're
This
ready to
just
cook it.
marinates until it's time to cook. A couple hours.
All right. Well, then hop a spot beside me, and we'll just finish our story here.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Carry on.
All right. I'm gonna just turn this around a little bit, and you got both of us here. I'm gonna move back. You don't want you looking up my nose. There's nothing much up there. Okay. So, I was amazed at what had happened. He was laying there. His one leg was like this on the ground. His other leg came like this, up at the knee, turned around and fell back down on this one and broke this one. So this one was completely wrecked. It had turned completely around. So when I looked at him, he had one foot that came down and this way, and the other foot that came down, around, and this way. He didn't want to look at his leg, but anyway, ski patrol comes down. I don't know what Gary was thinking at the time, because ski patrol said everybody who's not part of the scene down to the bottom of the hill. And I was the first one to leave to go to the bottom of the hill. Left him up there with the ski patrol. I should have stayed with him, but I just reacted. Anyway, what were you thinking when you were laying on that hill?
I was thinking I should have stayed at home and watched the cartoon.
Did we have a lovely ambulance come out and pick us up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, we did not have an ambulance come out and pick us up.
The Alberta station wagon service.
Yeah. It was a station wagon that took every bump in the gravel road to get to the hospital. So he went to the hospital in the back of a station wagon. We got to the hospital. Now he says that he thought he had died because he was in incredible pain when he was in the moving thing. And then when we got to the hospital, it was a Catholic-run hospital, and it had lots of nuns came in and saw Gary. He said he thought he might have gone to heaven. But no, he was far from heaven. Far, far from heaven. So I had to phone my mom and tell her that what had happened. So Gary is in there dealing with them, pulling a boot off and cutting these boots, and he was going, "Don't cut the boots." And they just went ahead and cut them and got them off, but he was in such pain. And I couldn't even sign for him to have painkillers. So anyway, they finally gave him a little bit. But I phoned Mom and I said, oh, if one of my kids had done this to me, I would have died. I phoned Mom and I said, Mom, I need the medical card. And she said, why do you need a medical card? And I said, I need Gary's medical card. Why do you need it? I said, because Gary had an accident on the hill. He broke his leg. Well, 2 of them. She couldn't believe it, but anyway, so she immediately started to drive out, loaded Grant up in the car, and out they came. Dad was not at home that time, so she had to come out on her own. She came out with the thing, and then Gary was already in traction when she got there. He was already in traction, and the doctors and whatnot said that he had to stay there for a week before he could be transported. I can't imagine my mom having to leave her child at the hospital with 2 broken legs in traction. And Gary, he did it like a champ. He just got through it. So when Dad came home the next weekend, they loaded up what he had a international travel. He made it like a bed in the back, and they went out to get Gary and brought him home. You were a long time in those casts, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
One was a full cast and one was...
Probably 6 months.
Yeah, and one was a full cast and one was a half cast with a walking thing in the bottom. But keep in mind, had a walking thing in the bottom, but he still had a broken leg in there. Then when he got through it all, we thought he was never going to walk right again because he limped all the time. So I thought you should tell how you found out you could walk or run at the end.
Oh, I can't remember now.
Oh, he can't remember. That's not true. We found out that he had the ability to run when we were crossing a field, and there was a Mr. Bull out in the field. We didn't know that. And he made a move to come towards us, and Gary ran like the wind. So then he knew that he could do it, but... Whoa, I don't believe
moral of the story is I seem to always be getting into trouble. Or why was I in a field with a bull in it anyway?
I know. Why were we even out there by ourselves? Like, I can't even understand it, but we were, and we had a great time, and it's made great stories. I will give you just a little aside to that. I have never gone skiing with anybody, ever, that didn't get hurt. What do you mean? You broke your ribs.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there, that's right. I said, every time I went, somebody, and the reason that Bill broke his ribs was because he said to me, I'll go with you because I know you're not a jinx. Because I said, no, I'm a jinx. But he said he would go with me, so he did, and then broke his ribs. And I knew it. I didn't even wait for at the bottom of the hill for him. I knew that when he didn't come down right away, I just went and got myself a hot chocolate in the chalet and waited for the ski patrol to bring him down. Because my cousin Diane, she tore the cartilage in her knee. Like everybody I went with got hurt. So I decided it was safer for everybody if I stayed home. So I don't ski anymore. Well, I don't walk anymore.
Nor do I. I tried it in British Columbia when we moved there because Dad said you better get those on your feet again so you're not afraid to do it. So,
Right.
I put them on and I sluiced about halfway down the hill, and next thing they saw me was walking back up the hill with my skis off and and I just said, I think I'm going to climb mountains instead from now on.
And he did go on to do that. Okay, can we see what's in that pan there?
Oh, this is just so everyone starts to see. Yeah, that's the sort of leftover potato salad, mac salad. They're homemade recipes.
Those are really, really
all
good.
done with just the mayo because the store-bought ones are a little too vinegary for me or something. But yeah, these are just your usual stuff, an assortment of veggies, celeries, radish, peppers.
I like the radish, and I do like
green
eggs.
onions, and I of course make my macaroni salad with KD. Yes, I use the orange powder.
Yeah. We all like it, so anyway, I'm going to stop here, and when we're doing some more cooking, I will come back. The guest chef is Gary. He is the best guy around.
Just 3 more minutes.
With 3 more minutes in the oven, so we'll just pause you for a minute, and I'll show you the buns when they're done. All right, we're back. Oh, look at those. Those are nice. Look at those biscuits.
Hey, hot biscuits.
But I never even thought when you went to go, we could have used Leslie's biscuit recipe too. This is nice and easy though. So.
Called the flaky ones.
The flaky ones.
Yeah. Flaky buns for me.
I was just
a little bit flaky.
All right. Well, we'll come back when we're doing more for dinner. We're just about done, but we're too early in the day, so we'll be back. Well, we're back. Sorry it looks so dark in here. I haven't got enough light to do this, and so we're just going to be quick about this part here. So Gary has turned the burner on, so he's now quickly frying up the steak. What did you do with the buns? You
I just buttered them, put them in them, heat them up.
Buttered them and put them heated up. And I'm going to be making the salad right here. While that's cooking, I'm going to show you the salad. So let me just bring it down here. Let's see. There I am. Oh, well, I've got a little more light there. I don't know why I didn't have it. Alright, so let's bring it down here. I don't know why I can't do this. Why is that not working? Let's go this way. I'm not angling something right. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the bowl instead of the board. Okay, well, crazy me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up the salad. I don't have any croutons, or I would put that in. But I'm going to make up the salad for myself.
With crispy tortillas.
Oh, perfect, Gary. Thank you.
Crispy tortilla strips.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so I had washed and cleaned this earlier. Let me take this clip. Let me just undo the clip. Okay, put this in here. All right, there. Okay, so this is for the whole salad. I got this bag that's all fixed up, so I'm going to put this in. It's not going to fit in here. I misjudged the size of that bowl, so I'm going to put one in here. I'm going to use a bigger bowl for that. Because I've misjudged that. Let's won't fit in there. What's new? It wouldn't be cooking if it wasn't a mistake or two. As my mom says, happy little accidents.
Are you just gonna have your steak on top of your salad, like the hot top salad?
Yes, I am.
idea?
Yeah, No, I'm gonna put it aside because I've got the other salads. I'm gonna just put them aside. I'm gonna pretend I'm
Well, I'll
not.
just put it all in the bowl.
Yeah, I usually have to put everything into one bowl. Oh, let me get this bowl out here. I'm not really doing a good Make It Monday for me because I can't do things myself. But luckily, I've got Gary. Yes, luckily I've got Gary here, and Claudine's here all the time. She's able to help me. So good. Thank you. All right, so now I have a couple of paper towels in here. So when it was in the fridge, it was keeping it nice and fresh. And I'm going to dump it in there and take the paper towels out. This is,
Put a little bit more.
you don't know how much you need your hands until you don't have the use of them. I keep telling you all the things that I can't do, and I think I found something that I can do, and then I try it, it doesn't work. Everything, I can usually get something done, doesn't necessarily mean it's right, but it takes a long time, no matter what it is. This is paper towel, and this is paper towel. And I'll just check that that's the only paper towel in there. I'd hate for somebody to come and serve themselves some paper towel. How's the steak doing? It's smelling good.
Oh, it's coming off.
I've got the other salads, don't forget, we've got potato salad and macaroni salad. So we're having a feast, and Gary's got the buns. We're having a feast. I'm gonna put my brakes on and stand up. Okay. Well, there's my lettuce. Okay. So I got lettuce there. And I got 2 spoons for scooping. 2 spoons for scooping.
The glasses are over here.
What's that?
You need the glasses?
Yeah, I should have my glasses. You're right. I should have my glasses again. Sit down. So now, I don't want to put the wet stuff into the salad. I want to put it into my bowl so other people can make theirs the way they want it. So this is my bowl here. I'll just move it like this. Move this down here. Oh. I saw in the store the other day that there's a Hellman's mayonnaise makes a ranch dressing, and I know I like Hellman mayonnaise, so I would like to try that someday. But Hidden Valley is very good too, so I have to sit down while I scoop that. I'm glad I'm going to have the bone scan done shortly on Wednesday because I keep hitting things and hearing cracks in my bones. So I hope it's just my imagination. You know, pardon my fingers. Nobody else is going to care. Oh, there we go. There, that's lots of lettuce there. That's lots and lots of lettuce there. So we're going to leave the lettuce for over there. And then you put your toppings on as you want. So, I want to put eggs. So I have again. I have to buy myself utensils that are big on the end because I can't hold on to them now. So let's see, I got eggs here. I don't have a lot of eggs, so I'm just going to take a few. See, they're all mashed up. There, okay. That looks really good. Okay, so that's the egg. Let's put that up there. These are the peas. Now I thawed these peas. I just had frozen peas and I thawed them. I'm going to give Gary's pot a stir. So let's get these peas on. I love the peas. So I in the freezer have some English peas that are shelled that I haven't cooked them. We got a 2-pack at Cosmo and they were really good. They were really good. I'm gonna pour these out because I still haven't done it. These. Peas overboard. Peas overboard. Put that in there. I just want to keep it a good as well. This is my beets. Here's an egg. Beets here. How are you doing, Gary? You stirred up?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking of turning over and doing that for you, but I didn't quite get there fast enough.
Doing fine. I'm just gonna sort of turn it off because I think Bill's got it
Yeah.
and everything. Yep.
Yeah, well, we'll tell him that.
Hold on that for a moment.
Okay. This is beets, and this is not pickled beets. It's just pan-based cooked beets. So you could do this if you had I'll put that down there. If you had leftover beets from canning or whatever, you could do that. I'm gonna put a few of these in this. All right. Hang on. Okay. All right. Now there's my little display of the beets and the egg and the peas and the lettuce. I'll put my fork in there. I got one on the floor. I'm going to pick up the one on the floor, pick up these ones here, and put my dressing on. And then that's my salad. And I'll just, oh no, so I got the tortilla strips to put on, so I'll put that on after. And I'm going to put you on pause for a moment while I tell Billy's to come do his blood for dinner. And this goes into the garbage. Pause. Pause. I don't know why it's not going. Try it again. Okay, final little thing. There's my salad right here. I think it looks very good. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, and Gary's just going to put my other salads and the meat on the top of it. I've left the rest there, and Gary has got his already. It's over here, so I'll put you up so you can see Gary. There he is. And is there anything you want to say before you plate up, or are you ready? Please?
Sure.
Right.
Father, bless this food, our souls thy service.
Yes. Amen.
Sup, sup.
Sup. All right, so let me show you over here in the frying pan. There's meat. Bill's just doing his.
Careful, because that burner's on.
Okay. So can you see the stick, folks?
Oh, yeah.
Steak fried meat. Steak fried meat. Fried meat. Fried steak. And those are the salads you saw them last night. They're right there. Okay. And I'm going to say we're just going to make up our plates. And I hope everybody's having a good day. And I will put the ingredients for my little salad on the side under the description. Take care, everybody. I hope you're having a good long weekend. We are. Okay, bye-bye. I have trouble putting the buttons up here.